boys and girls, grade 4. Today, this morning, I want to take you through how to make a simple drum. Making a simple drum. First and foremost, I would like to take you through how to cut the thongs. Remember last week we said a thong is the long, thin, narrow stripe of leather. You can make a thong from a tom by using old handbags which are made of leather, belt made of leather, jackets made of leather, and of course mats made of leather. Now, after making these thongs, these ones are very important because we are going to use them for the lacing. Then mark with a pencil and cut out the stripes of leather. That is now the jacket itself. Once you get that old jacket, you now mark how you want your stripes to look, to be, and what size. Then you cut them using a pair of scissors or another blade. Now let's go to the method or rather process of making a simple drum. Method or process of making a simple drum. Now here, boys and girls, you got to be very keen. 1. Select a good material for making the resonator of the drum. Now when I talk about the resonator, I'm talking about what you are going to make this drum now. Whatever you're going to make it as your drum. This is the one I'm referring to as the resonator. And when you want to make the resonator, I gave you quite many options. You can use a tin. Remember, you use locally available material within your home. Locally available material within your home. And please don't use anything before asking your parents. You can use plastic bottles for the resonator, or you can even use tins for the resonator. Thank you. Then from there, you go to number 2. Remember, the resonator of the drum can be made from used up tins, the way I've just said, plastic bottles, etc., etc. And if it is plastic bottles, there should be those plastic bottles, especially the big ones which you use when we are tapping the water. Next, cut out the leather pieces. If your resonator is open on both sides like this, if your resonator is open top and bottom, then you cut pieces of that. Cut out leather pieces so that they are slightly wider than the container for making the resonator. This is what I'm talking about. These are the pieces I'm talking about, piece 1, piece 2. They should be slightly larger than the opening of the resonator. They are supposed to be slightly larger, as you can see. Then from there, just look at figure 56. Page 56, figure 212. 56, figure 212. This is now the one I'm talking about. This is the resonator. The 2 pieces of leather should be larger, as I've just said. Then from there, make similar holes on the cut out leather for the top and the bottom piece. This way. Make holes the way I've seen. And these holes must be made uniformly. Top piece of leather, you make holes. The bottom piece of leather, you make holes. Thereafter, place the cut out leather at the top and the bottom. You place this one at the top and this one at the bottom like that. You see, boys and girls? Then from there, use the thongs. Those narrow stripes of leather. Use the thongs to lace the piece of leather firmly in place. Let us look at page 56, bottom figure, figure 2-3. This one now. This is exactly what you can see now. The boy is lacing leather pieces using the thongs. You know, the bottom piece at horse, so he's lacing. The leather is the thong is going up. He's putting it down. That's exactly what the boy is doing, lacing leather pieces using thongs. Then we continue. Make sure that you tighten the thongs so that the piece at the top and the bottom do not come off. Once you lace, make sure that you pull it tightly so that the 2 pieces can remain intact. Now, your simple drum is ready, and now you can talk about it with your friends. You can discuss about it. Then I ask you a question. How does a drum produce sound? And then we said a drum produces sound by beating. when you go to the guitar, a guitar produces sound by plucking. You pluck the wires, and thereby you'll get the sound. So boys and girls, I want you to go through this video not more than once, and being guided by your textbook page 56, so that you can also look at how to make the resonator from tin, from plastic bottles, and those local available materials. As for the stripes, make use of old leather jackets, old leather belts, etc., etc. And please, if you are not able to make a drum using what? Using these thongs, you can make other options, like you can use glue, you can use, what else can you use? You can use sellotape, anything. And please let the drum be small in size. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Thank you.